Rachel here, and seeing as work's a bit disrupted at the moment and things are just generally odd in this time of pandemic, we've been thinking about things that we can reinvigorate, throw a bit more life into, and basically get back on the road. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start up our Dirty Shorts mountain bike series again. To get things off, we're going to do a timely one. So it's going to be about cycling in a pandemic. Now, you guys probably know this, but it's always good for a reminder. And there's some things that maybe just aren't quite clear to everyone. So how do you cycle safely in the time of a pandemic? First of all, cycle alone. So I'm out at the moment, I live in the Forest of Dean and I'm on my own, and pretty much everyone I've seen have also been out cycling or walking dogs have been on their own. Anybody together pretty much looks like they're from the same household. So that leads on to the next one. If you're going to cycle with someone, you're going to have to cycle with the person that's living with you. So for me, that means my husband. Unfortunately, he is the king of faff. So cycling on my own is a preferred option at the moment. You've got to cycle more safely than usual. And I think that's the one that's throwing people out at the moment. Like, is cycling safe anyway? Can a crash happen at any time? It probably can, but try to keep things within your own limits is basically the big piece of advice. So for me, I'll either ride probably the quite tame trails outside our back door, but I'll definitely be keeping in mind that I'm not trying to push the boat. I am just literally on them because I enjoy cycling. Other than that, it's gravel bike around the family trail, which is a flat fire road trail. And what I'll be doing is just trying to maybe put in a bit more effort. So maybe pedal a bit harder on the uphill sections rather than go flat out for downhill comms or quams. The other thing you have to think about is approaching people. So you still got to keep that 2 metre distance. Now, today, a lot of dog walkers have jumped out of my way. I mean, I know people jump out your way when you're cycling anyway, but actually really move to the edge of the path, and I've realised that that's because they want to be out of my way as much as I want them out of my way. So that's cool. People are moving out of the way. And Matt also brought something to our attention, so Matt's from off-road.cc the other day, or today, about cycling at higher speeds. You actually need to be more than 2 metres apart. So he said if you're cycling at 12 miles an hour, you need to be up to 8 metres apart from the person with you. Now, obviously, that's not the same if it's a person in the same household. You can be close to them. But if you're near to somebody, or maybe you're approaching another rider to overtake, you need to be 8 metres apart at all times. That's one to think about. And I started thinking, well, this is where my mind went. Do I need to hold my breath when I'm going past people so I don't breathe in those droplets of virus if they're about? I think I'm taking things slightly too far, but just keep it sensible and keep your distance while you're out. The other things that we've thought about on off-road is Strava. If you're using Strava to track your rides, you just need to set it to private, especially cycling out of your own home with a Strava already running. You don't want people to be able to look back on your Strava in future and see exactly where you live. So all my rides are going to be set to private from now on. You've got to cycle from your own home, so you're not allowed to drive to the trails. So I've just cycled past my local centre, which is Pedal a Bike Away in the Forest of Dean. There's no one there, obviously because that's a forestry car park, the gates are shut, but there's absolutely no one about. And the few cars that I have seen parked around the forest look like they're probably dog walkers. Now, I know I can't tell a cyclist car from a dog walker's car, but cyclists usually have in either the seats down in the back or roof racks on, and these haven't. So I think they're dog walkers, but even so, people shouldn't be travelling around. No unnecessary travel. Tell someone where you're going and tell them what time you're going to be back. I'm sure you guys already do that. I've got more ideas for these Dirty Shorts series. If you've got any, just put them in the comments below. Also, if you've got anything that you're doing while you're out that you think that other riders and other off-road viewers can benefit from, stick them in the comments below as well. For now, stay safe, stay at home, protect the NHS, and we will see you guys on the other side.